Simple tutorial. Good morning students. Welcome to SST. So Simple tutorial. In the previous class we have already discussed what is food security, why food security, who are food insecure. In the concluding part I gave you a very short brief on the Green Revolution. Dear students, we have been able to avoid famine even during adverse weather conditions due to Green Revolution. We have become self-sufficient in food grains because of a variety of crops grown all over the country. In fact, it will be more proper if I say that the country has not witnessed famine and acute starvation on a massive scale in the last 5 decades because of the efforts that the country has taken to build up such a beautiful food security system. Let us read the book. The availability of food grains, even in adverse weather conditions or otherwise, at the country level has further been ensured with a carefully designed food security system by the government. This system has two components: A. Buffer stock and B. Public distribution system. What is buffer stock? A buffer stock is basically a reserve of food grains that's created by the government. How is this done? My dear students, there is a governmental organization called FCI, Food Corporation of India, which performs these functions on behalf of the government. FCI purchases food grains, namely wheat and rice, from the farmers in states that have surplus production. What price does the FCI pay to the farmers? That price is called MSP, Minimum Support Price. That means the government purchases the food grains at MSP. The MSP is declared by the government every year well before the sowing season. The objective is to protect the farmers against excessive fall in price if there is a bumper production. When there is a bumper production, the prices tend to fall. Farmers don't like to face such situations. They won't grow a crop that won't give them profit. Here, MSP works like a guarantee for their produce. Even if the price falls, government will buy the grains at the pre-announced MSP. Now, all these purchased grains are sent to the granaries or the FCI godowns for storage. Thus, buffer stock is created by the government. I want to add one more thing here. After procurement of grains, the maintenance of buffer stock is also the duty of the FCI. Students, you may be asked why buffer stock is created by the government. See, we have to address the food insecurity problem. So, this is done to distribute food grains in the deficit areas and among the poorer strata of the society at a price lower than the market price. This also helps resolve the problem of the shortage of food during adverse weather conditions or during the periods of calamity. Once we have created a stock of food grains, we have achieved, you can say, availability of food. Let us now see the next: public distribution system. Have you ever observed the board Jan Vitran Pranali ke antargat put outside some shops selling wheat, rice, etc. in your locality? They are also called fair price shops and most commonly called ration shops. The government has, students, created the stock, but then how will this reach to the poor people? Ration shops provide that outlet. The food procured by the FCI is distributed through the government regulated ration shops among the poorer sections of the society. This is called Public Distribution System (PDS). Ration shops are now present in most localities, villages and towns. Ration shops keep stocks of food grains, sugar and kerosene for cooking. These items are sold to the people at the price called issue price, which is always lower than the market price. I want to give you an example. In the year 2021-22, the MSP of wheat was rupees 1975 per quintal. That means 19 rupees 75 paise per kg. Then there are a lot of expenses like transportation, storage, etc. before it reaches to the ration shop. Now, what is the issue price? Rupees 2 per kg. Just see the difference. How much low is the issue price? This is just to benefit the poorer strata of society. That means addressing affordability of food. Now, to avail this facility, one must have a ration card. So, what is a ration card? Ration card is an official document issued by state governments to households that are eligible to purchase subsidized food grain from the public distribution system. You must have observed that ration cards are also used as ID proofs. Before the National Food Security Act 2013 was enacted, there were three types of ration cards. Antyodaya card, which was meant for the poorest of the poor, BPL card for those below poverty line, and APL card for all others. Okay, in the slide you can see the board that is normally found outside the ration shops. You can also see the transaction going on inside the shop. You can also see the cover page of ration card. Before we proceed further, let us summarize what we read just now. To ensure food security in India, we have three things. One, procurement of grains at MSP. Second, maintenance of buffer stocks. And third, public distribution system. Okay, dear students, at present there are several poverty alleviation programs PAPs, mostly in rural areas, that have an explicit food component also. So they also enhance food security. While there are some programs such as PDS, midday meals, etc., that are exclusively food security programs. The employment programs also, like MG Narega, greatly contribute to food security by increasing the income of the poor. In order to provide the right to food to every citizen of the country, our parliament enacted a legislation in 2013 known as National Food Security Act 2013. It is also called Right to Food Act. This act seeks to provide subsidized food grains to approximately two-thirds of India's 1.4 billion population. Read the box given in the book, the National Food Security Act 2013. This act seeks to provide for food and nutritional security life at affordable prices and enables people to live a life with dignity. Under this act, 75% of the rural population and 50% of the urban population have been categorized as eligible households for food security. Let me introduce you to one more program before I wind up the class. Integrated Child Development Services ICDS. ICDS scheme was launched in 1975. It comes under Ministry of Women and Child Development. It is a unique program for early childhood development. Special provisions for children in the age group of 0 to 6 years, which allows them to receive a nutritious meal for free through Anganwadi centers. Let me stop here, students. Now you read your book once. In the next class, we will discuss the present status of PDS. Till then, keep reading and have a nice time. Thank you.